If you're looking to up your video game and you're considering buying a DSLR, I want to recommend the Canon 77D. I'm Bill Snodgrass, and here's why. First of all, I did a really comprehensive review of cameras at my price point, and this video by Jared Pollan was very influential in me choosing this camera. I wanted a camera for photography, but also I wanted to improve my ability to do video. I am delighted by and really surprised by a couple of features that are part of the 77D that are not part of the 80D. First of all, the 77D is a newer model than the 80D, and it has the Digic 7 processor, and that causes this camera to pick up a couple of features that the 80D does not have. One is that it has a higher ISO setting without going into the extended range. The ISO on this camera is going to go to 25/600 and 12/800 in video, without going into the extended range at all. So that was a really important point for my photography side of things, not so much for video. But the second thing that Digic 7 processor does is it allows this camera to have digital image stabilization. That is a huge thing. So with the digital image stabilization, so the way I've got it set up, I have the camera body, kit lens, which is an 1855, and it is the silent focus model. It is the STM model of the 1855, which is they're not all. There's several 1855s. This is just a neutral density filter and a set of step down rings, and so that's the configuration I use for an awful lot of the videos. The 77D has the flip out, screen thing. And it allows you just to be like ready to do your vlog thing. You're ready to just go to work. Now, the feature that I did not know that I was going to love so much is digital image stabilization. So I'm going to demonstrate that with a couple of little B-roll segments here. Again, I'm just on the kit lens, and I'm going to set it up for 60 frames per second, shutter speed of 125, and I've got the aperture. I'm just using the kit lens. I have another lens I love for doing B-roll, but that's another video. So I'm going to go over here. I'll make sure you can, maybe you can see me. All right, now you saw that was handheld. I've got the Gorilla Pod, the Joby Gorilla Pod on it. Handheld B-roll with the kit lens. I have a 55 1.4 lens I use a lot of times to get a different depth of field, but the purpose of this video is to look at the image stabilization, and that's what you can see just using the built-in lens. There you go. Boom, I have B-roll. And it is, I'm not using any after post-processing stabilization. There's no warp stabilizer on here. This is right off the camera, color graded, but otherwise not changed. And it looks very nice. The second feature that completely delights me is the built-in audio on this. The two mics are located here and here. So the two mics are located at the front of the camera. That changes. Although I've not seen anyone really talk about this feature, the result is phenomenal in the audio quality. So I'm going to reset the camera up for audio. So that is putting it on 23 frames per second. Putting the shutter speed on 50. Flipping the screen out. And it's auto ISOs is jumping down to about 200. Nope, no mic. I took my directional mic off. I am putting the image stabilization on setting 1, not 2. Because as you use the image stabilization, it crops the picture a little bit, and I just don't want my face that big, and you probably appreciate that. So here we go, turning on the mic. This is with image stabilization setting 1, and I'm just hand holding the camera. I also tripped over one of those parking poles. I guess we got that on the phone. So here, just walking and talking to the camera with the image stabilization on. Here comes a car. It's gonna probably think I've lost my mind, which probably not far from the truth. Now I'm back to the iPhone. The audio quality is surprisingly good. Now, it picks up a lot of background noise. You probably hear the birds and the car driving in the gravel. It is not a directional microphone. Well, it's directional to the front, but it picks up an awful lot of sound. So it's not very good on windy days. All right, so for comparison purposes, I've put the directional microphone on. And so this is what it's going to sound like. And I'm going to do the hot mic pop just so that you can get the full testing experience. So here we go. I am now on the directional microphone. Audio quality is what it is. The digital stabilization is still set to 1. Here we go. I'm going to pop the mic out. So this is the difference between the directional mic and the onboard, the body microphone. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're like me, then you're probably quite surprised by the audio quality. Back on the audio's back here now. So as a platform for YouTube videos and for vlogging, the 77D it absolutely has delighted me. I have been beyond happy with its performance. The digital image stabilization, being able to in situations where there's not a lot of wind or not a lot of background noise, just go with without the directional microphone. It has been huge. It has been a huge win. If my hands were more steady, I could do the walk around thing with the digital image stabilization and get really good quality vlogging scenes. Just for the sake of giving it another try, we'll do that. One more little test here, just so you can see how the stabilization works. So this is Buckley Homestead, and I am walking around talking to my camera while people, I don't know what the people are doing, but they're over there doing their thing. So with the digital image stabilization set to the first setting, this is the quality of the video that you get. Shaky hands. Throw it on the 2 and do that same little walk there. And now the crop is going to be a little tighter. It means my face is going to be bigger. So sorry in advance. Again with the directional microphone. And here we go. So now the stabilization is set on 2, and I am having to hold it further out from my body, which means I'm shaking even more. So there we have it. So it's the digital image stabilization is such a win that I just cannot imagine not having it after having had it these few months. And it is not available on the 80D. So, if anybody understands Canon's numbering system, because the 80D came out before the 77D, but the 77D is newer, but the 70D is older than the 80D. I just don't understand. As far as size in comparison, Jared's video shows the 77D is a little bit smaller than the 80D as far as body size. And as far as from a photography platform goes, the 80D will shoot 8 frames per second. The 77D shoots 7 frames per second. But the 77D has another f-stop or another stop in the ISO. It goes up to the 25600. The 80D does not. I'm very happy with this camera. I'm very happy with the whole setup, and the digital image stabilization, the ability to go in certain situations, go without a extra few ounces of microphone, one less thing to hook up. You've got to consider this. I think if you want to go DSLR and you want to do YouTube videos and you want to stay, you've got to take a look at this. All right, so there you have my view on the 77D, and as I said before, sometimes I'll throw my 50mm 1.4 on here. Doing all the crop sensor conversion, that comes out to be around an 85mm focal length, and I can get the beautiful blurry background B-roll handheld by just being careful and taking things nice and easy and using the digital image stabilization. Check this out. Look at it. Go do your research and make a decision for yourself. And the price point, you gotta love the price point on this. All right, I'm out. Thanks for watching. That's all I got. Hope you will consider this camera. Hope you will subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave me a comment, leave me a question, any thoughts or anything like that. We will see you in the next episode.